New Era Humans, a multimedia sci-fi series. Today's topic: Fomonians, Falconians, and female tyranny. More than 10,000 years ago, the most sinful beings, Fomonians, were all female supremacists who established the gynocentric regime in the Andromeda Galaxy. The home of these misandrous believers was a tiny blood-red planet, called Fomona, that was located in the most politically influential planetary system, Vergona, in the Andromeda Galaxy. Under the Fomonian influence on Vergonian politics, Fomonians spread the misandrist ideology across the galaxy, forming the early gynocentric regime called Ladies' Confederacy. About 640 years ago, all nations under the Fomonian influence joined together to establish the supergalactic regime called Fomona and Ladies' Confederacy of Nations, also known as FALCON, Falcon, to spread their influence over those anti-gynocentric Galaxians. Falconians formed Falcon Coalition, the greatest regime in the Andromeda, enforcing the doctrines of gynocentrism, female supremacism, and misandrist ideology across the galaxy, and eradicated the disobedient Galaxians by forces. With a vast legions of Falconian troops, Femtroopers, Andromedans were soon under control, submitting to Falconian misrule. In the Falconian calendar, Year Zero was the first year of the establishment of Falcon Coalition. The years before this epoch were called BF, before Falcon, and the years after were called AF, after Falcon. In year AF 627, the Falconian dictatorship reached in the extreme when the internal opposition, fighting with each other, was the only resistance to Falcon Coalition. To end the civil war, one of the Falconian chancellors slaughtered all other rivals thoroughly. She established Falcon Empire, becoming the first empress. This started another era of female tyranny. Radical female supremacists, the backbone of Falcon Empire, desired to establish the first gynocentric utopian universe called Genutopia, purely for female beings. This led to these depraved misandrists expanded aggressively the Empire's dominions by forces, invading the nearby galaxies that included our Milky Way galaxy, which led to the disappointing fate of all Galaxians. When Falconians were overly proud of their Genutopian success, they would never think to Esselinian sisters, Zena Esselines, and Maeva Esselines, with their lover, handsome Yoshio, overthrew them, and erased their gynocentric supremacism from every Galaxian nation they ruined. The great future was back.